Hi guys, and welcome back to the hot seat. I hope you loved our amazing interview with our magician, Nine Digit Dave. I think that was a great interview, and I really hope that you listened to every word he said. He's someone that loves Las Vegas, loves what he does, and feels like he's really doing exactly what he's always set out to be. So we are going to jump into our next guest. Now, this is a fashion queen, okay? She has her own boutique called Sassy Boutique by MK. She actually originally from Uganda, and she is here to talk about herself, what she does, what motivates what she does, and all the other little things that she also has a talent for. And I cannot wait to hear her story and what brought her here to Las Vegas and Social Media Show Studio. So everyone, please welcome Martha Kisadha. Hello, beautiful.
Hello.
Thank you so much for being here. Absolutely amazing. Please take a seat.
Thank you.
Everyone, please look at her outfit. I want to make sure the camera catches. She's sparkled head to toe. Beautiful makeup, beautiful poise. And you did mention this actually is your boutique. You're wearing everything from your boutique right here on yourself, right?
Everything from head to toe. My shoes, my rings, my jewelry, my dress.
Absolutely
Sassy Boutique.
amazing.
I am cash.
So thank you so much for coming here and bringing your radiant energy in here.
Thank
So is this your first time at the Social Media Show Studio?
Yes.
It is. Well, thank you, and I'm glad that you chose the show to be on. Is my favorite show. But but anyway, you're originally from Uganda, correct? And you had come to the States when you were in your 20s.
Yes, I
correct.
did.
And you were a resident in Minnesota for some time, right?
I resided in Minnesota for 29 years. I've been in Vegas the last 8.5. So Minnesota is kind of home.
Yeah. Do you love Vegas? Do you feel like this is the place that you love being at and want to stay in?
You know, it took me a while to love Vegas. When I first came, I was so lost. But with time, I started going out, networking, meeting friends, and seeing what Vegas has to offer. And right now, I'm loving it.
Oh, well, amazing. But you also, since we're talking about the city and everything, but you travel a lot as well, because I don't know if you still are, but are you a flight attendant still?
Yes, I've been a flight attendant for 19 years. I'm called a fly girl. I love flying.
Oh, okay.
So that's my life.
Uh-huh.
I'm in a different state, different country, different city, every day.
And I'm sure you get to see so many new things and just kind of be inspired by every city that you go to, right?
I do. I love it.
So we're going to jump back. So you originally from Uganda and you kind of grew up there and all that stuff, and fashion's been your life, right? You always were kind of known for being unique and everyone kind of, seeing how, oh my gosh, like what she's wearing today.
Yeah.
So where does that love come from? How did that start for you?
Like you said, since growing up, I always loved fashion. I love to look different, and I always just wanted to be fabulous. And secondly, I wanted to show women and girls that you can still dress classy, sophisticated, and look natural and still be fabulous. So growing up, that was my inspiration. So love to dress up. I don't wear a lot of makeup. Hair's natural.
Yeah. And
I just love to
beautiful.
be just a natural girl and, dress fabulously.
And where have you gotten all that confidence from? Because I know, especially when you're younger, some girls go through stages of finding what their style is, right? And, oh no, I don't know if I can, So where did that come for you? And was it young?
I wouldn't say, not when I was very young. So I think when I was in my teens, I started finding myself different from what other girls were. When I grew up in my family, I never had hair. My mom used to cut our hair every school year, so my head was bald all the time. And I would see the other girls with hair, looking great, dressed up, and I felt like that was more girl kind of look and classy. But then I would look in the mirror and I'll tell myself, I have a bald head, but I think I'm beautiful. So I'm just gonna rock what I have. So I just started, embracing what I had, and my clothing, I started wearing like long dresses. I wasn't a fan of like short dresses because long dresses just made me feel like a goddess.
Yeah. As it
So,
should. As it should.
so
Like you're always going to the red carpet. You gotta be ready
yeah,
for it, right?
yeah.
Now, I've never been to Uganda. I don't know as much about the culture as, obviously, I know of other ones. But for you, do you think that the culture and society out there has shaped your fashion sense? And how do you feel that you had to acclimate in being yourself and being very, very, drawing a lot of attention, you're wearing gowns? Do you think that it kind of shakes the culture there, or do you think it has an impact anyway?
Well, maybe it may have a little bit of impact because the way people dress here a little bit is different from how
Right.
people dress way in Uganda. Some things are not allowed. Um, the time that I grew up there, you couldn't wear shorts. Shorts were not allowed. Even like pants. Pants were for men.
Mm-hmm.
And no, you can't show your skin. You can't even like cross your legs when you sit down. You have to sit like.
Mm-hmm.
So the culture is different. So it might have shaped how I feel about dressing. But to me, this is my own making. None of my family dresses like me. It's just my own making. I just decided to stand out. And like I said, I want it to look classy. I want it to look sophisticated and at the same time fabulous. And I chose my own way of presenting myself
Yeah.
like that.
And it's
So,
amazing, and I'm sure it's an inspiration to so many women who might not have the courage to feel like they can walk out of the house in a gown and feel like it's kind of insecure, like, oh, am I too overdressed and nothing? So I'm glad that you have that and you brought that energy through the door. So fabulous. So you moved to the States, in your 20s, but I know that there were other options. I know a lot of your family members were moving out of Uganda. I know London was one of them, right? Minnesota
yeah, we
was.
are all over the place.
Uh-huh.
I have family. I have half of my siblings in London. Then I had half of my siblings in Switzerland. And then we're all over the place. So Minnesota, where my brother and sister were here. So I stopped in to London. I hang out there for a minute. And I'm just going to continue on to the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I ended up.
Do you still miss Minnesota? Or
I miss Minnesota because it's like home, but I don't miss the snow and the cold.
Right,
Yesterday it was
right.
snowing and it's just like cold,
Yeah.
but it will always be home.
Yes, I'm from the Midwest too, so I know that the wind, the chill, the winters, it's brutal, right?
Brutal.
So you are all about self-love, and you're even a self-love coach as well.
Yes.
Was coaching something that you always saw yourself doing, or did that come naturally because of your amazing confidence?
I would say, you know what? Sometimes we are our own worst critics. So we criticize ourselves. Sometimes you can be there and look at other people and you envy maybe other people. Maybe you think other people are better than you. And the reason is because you haven't found yourself. You don't love yourself. Because if you took some time to look into yourself and give yourself that love that you always give other people, you'll realize that you don't need to envy or want to be like anybody else. So I think growing up, yeah, maybe I had a little insecurities, I thought, oh, I'm not good enough, or I have to do things for people to be loved. And I was taken advantage of in that kind of, that kind of way because, they're like, oh, she's really nice. She can just do anything she wants to do. But I was doing those things because I did not love me
Yeah.
that much. So once I started digging into myself and I was like, I think I'm good. I'm good enough to be, who I am. I started going through self-love books, self-love courses, and I started studying about self-love. And through the studies, I managed to completely embrace myself, love myself, and be who I am without
Yeah.
feeling,
Yeah.
feeling that I don't know what I want to say, Yeah, I feeling that it's me. It's about me,
Yeah.
and it's not selfish sometimes to think about yourself
Yeah.
and do things for you
Yeah.
and say no to other
Yeah.
people. So
Like it's okay to be yourself
yes,
unapologetically,
yes,
right? Because I know a lot of people feel like,
yeah,
oh no, like people might think that I'm too, cocky, pretentious,
yeah,
I'm too into myself, and I think that's the fear that people have and
yeah,
wanting to be confident. But there is a difference, and when you
yeah,
find that difference, in which you did, you know how to hold yourself and not let anyone
yeah.
tell you differently, because you know you and you know what you want to do and what you stand for, and that's the only thing that matters. And so it is really true. It's cliche saying love yourself before you can love someone else, but it's
Yes.
very, very real when you experience that moment when you go, ah, now I understand. Right?
That's true.
That is true. And so I know you have had experience in pageantry when you've come to Las
Yes.
Vegas, right? And you ended up winning. I think it's
Yeah.
called Miss Ruby. Am I
Yeah.
correct with that one? And it was something that you just happened to give a try, right? What was that experience like? Surrounded by beautiful women, but you're also being judged at the same time.
So how I ended up in a pageant? Okay, the year before I was very, very sick. I was sick. That's the year 2016 before getting into 2017. So I was sick. I had a condition. It's called neuropathy. I don't know if you've heard about neuropathy. You feel like someone is like digging into your feet or hands,
Yeah.
nails, heart. So I was very, very miserable. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do so many things. I had to take time away from work. And in March of 2017, my mom passed away suddenly. So I felt guilty because my mom wasn't sick. She died and I'm like, oh, I was sick, but I didn't die. So that got me into some kind of depression. And, of course, I'm here in Vegas by myself. My family is in different places. So I was just depressed. So I had my friends, they started coming and, getting me out of the house. And then one day I was out there and one of my fabulous friends, Kim, and her late husband, they are the pageant directors for the Lady Vegas. And they asked me to be part of the pageant. And I said, okay, I'll try it. So the reason I did the pageant anyways, I just wanted to get out of my depression, get back into who I am, start dressing up. And I had started feeling well. So I just got into the pageant. I didn't go in the pageant to win. I just said, I'll go meet some women, make some good friends, and just enjoy the day and look fabulous like I hadn't looked fabulous in a while. And did the pageant, and I won.
And do you think that if you hadn't done that, that you would have been able to get out of whatever mental state or aloneness that you did feel? Do you think that shaped you in a way, and it really was the point when you saw hope again?
I would say, it was one of the things, yeah, that might have got me out. But also, getting out and being around people that are happy, dressed up, and getting back to who I am because I've always been happy, dressed up, dressed and looking all fabulous. But now I had all, gotten myself into my house, not getting out, doing anything fun. So
Right.
those were the things that kind of like brought me back
Yeah.
to.
Yeah. And what would you say, if you don't mind me asking,
Yeah.
if someone currently is in these states, because I know there's you can always find similarities with other people's lives, and so if someone's listening and like, oh, I connect with her in that way,
Yeah.
what would you say to them to give them some hope in how to maybe get out of whatever state they're in?
We all have been at a stage where we are down in life, and surround yourself with people that are going to uplift you. Stay away from negativity. Read a book. Find a hobby. Maybe do yoga, Pilates, meditate, and also seek help sometimes, because sometimes not everyone can get out of a situation. So I always encourage seek help, but surround yourself with people that are going to lift your spirits. So
Yeah.
that's what I would say.
And so was Sassy Boutique made after this? Is this when you started getting your own fashion brand, or was it happening already and before?
Indeed, how Sassy Boutique happened is like as we started talking, I always like to dress sassy, sophisticated, and classy, and I travel a lot. So when I travel, I would find these little boutiques with fabulous dresses that are unique, and I'll buy them, bring them out. I wear the dresses, and each time I would wear something, many people would stop me and ask where I got my dress. And I'll tell them, hey, I got this in maybe Italy. I got this maybe in Uganda. I got this maybe in India or Turkey. And most of them can't go to these places to get the dresses. So in 2018, that's when I really kind of started putting things together. I'm like, everyone likes what I'm wearing. They like it. I'm going to start by doing little pop-up, like little vendor events and bring some clothes and see who wants to buy the dresses. So I would just be there at events and people were buying my clothes. And always, I would wear something, they want to take it off my body. They're
like, are you selling that too? Can we have it?
And I'm like, okay. So 2018, I started Sassy Boutique. So with Sassy Boutique, like I guess I say, it is elegant, sophisticated, and fabulous and classy. If you want to dress trashy, then you won't find anything in Sassy Boutique. And it's also empowering women to embrace who they are, how they look. So when I do fashion shows, all kinds of models, my models indeed are from ages like 25 to 75. I don't care what size you are, as long as you're confident, you want to be in a fashion show and look good, you're welcome. So that's how I started Sassy Boutique. So by the time I was sick, I wasn't into the sassy. I still dressed like the way I dressed, but I hadn't gotten the Sassy Boutique out.
Okay, but then after that, everything kind of started to blossom for you.
Everything started to blossom. I guess they started seeing people in my clothes. My girls, when they wear the dresses, the one that buy dresses from me, they get many compliments also. And they'll take pictures and like, hey, you won't believe I got like 10 compliments today. And the dresses are unique, so they're not like everyone. You're gonna go to Macy's or TJ Maxx. So when I get them, I just get a few dresses, and that's it. So if you get the first dress, you got it's yours. And you won't find it anywhere else.
Have you thought of actively designing as well and having them made?
That's work.
Yeah, no, it is. It is.
That's work. It's easy for me just to go see
and know what you like.
And know what I like. Have someone make the dresses and go get the dresses. Yeah, that's a lot of work. So I don't think at this time and age, I'm not young anymore, I'm going to be out there designing clothes.
I mean, you still could design and send those designs in or work and be like, I have an idea for a dress you've never seen. Things like that. And everyone's different. So I would say, what are your goals? So, you do a bunch of different things. You're this amazing woman. You have done so much already, and you're actively still doing it. Where do you say that you want to be in the next 10 years?
In the next 10 years, I still want to be doing what I'm doing. I just want to empower more younger women, embracing themselves, looking classy, not being trashy.
I love the rhyme. Classy, never trashy. Okay.
Just empower women and just grow my little business. It's still not way up there, So I would like to grow my business. I would still love to travel. And I would like to do more self-love empowerment retreats.
And so do you offer services for your retreats and where people, because I know self-love and mental healthcare and all this stuff is a very big thing that's a universal thing that everyone could take advantage of. They want to. Some people are more vocal about wanting that. Some people silently want that and need that. And so what type of services can you provide, or if anything, tell the audience if they are interested in that?
And self-love, it's just mentoring and just showing you love, sharing love. I have a lot of inspirational t-shirts that I give away, and it's just talking about love. So when we do the retreats, I do affirmations. I teach affirmations, and I teach you how to wake up every day and tell yourself 5 affirmations and stick to those affirmations for the day. So don't let anything change your mind to go away. Like, I'll wake up in the morning and I'll tell myself I'm beautiful, I'm going to have a good day, no one is going to steal my joy, this is going to be the best day of my life. And I stick to those things even though something negative comes by. I remind myself that I told myself this is going to be a good day. So it's just sharing self-love moments.
And do you advertise retreats? Do you have a website, anything where people can come and see if and when that time will come that you have a new retreat coming that you...
I haven't done retreats here. I've gone to retreats. I was going to do my first retreat and I got so sick in October. So I guess when that time comes, I will advertise. For right now, I don't have a website, but I'm working on it.
Okay. Yeah. So, the final question, if you had overheard me ask the amazing magician that I ask every single guest that comes on here, is there a philosophy that you live by?
Be humble. Just be humble. You know what? Being kind and humble is free. Don't put anyone down unless you're going to pick them up. And that's how I feel. Be kind, be humble, and be fabulous.
Oh, absolutely. And that is exactly the energy that you exude. It's not, I know we laugh about it, but it's not particularly easy for a lot of people to be confident and humble and then also fabulous at the same time. And it's got nothing to do, and I know I want you to be an example of people that feel like, well, if I'm this, that, and the third, then that means that I'm this. And it's a negative connotation that you can't be this strong, independent woman and dress the way you want to dress, draw attention to yourself, but also have that be a positive energy while also being humble at the same time.
That's true.
I know a lot of people will automatically see it and think, oh, here she is. Like, she's a diva. She's superficial. Oh no, she thinks she's better than everyone. But that's not the case, because this is for you, right? And I want people to understand that it doesn't have to be to get attention from anyone else. This is just you and how you want to walk out the door.
Yes, and I've been lucky because everyone that knows me knows that I'm humble, I'm kind. And
this is just what you like and what you want to,
fabulous. That's it.
Absolutely. And then I agree. The reason why I say this is because I have that, that negative connotation when I'm working, because I'm unique in my own way. I love fashion and my own sense of style, and so I'll never go somewhere not fully doing something where people are like, what is she wearing, right? So, but it always comes with like everyone feels, oh my god, I love her outfit, and they're just like, but they're, and it's just always like, why can't I just dress me for me? And you're an example of like, I've been doing this forever, and it all comes from...
It just all comes from the heart. I can tell, like, if I was today and tell a date, I'm like, hey, you know what? Don't worry how I show up. Because,
right.
I show up with my moods. If I'm in a mood of like dressing up like I'm going to a wedding or going to a pageant or what, I'm showing up like that. So don't worry about me, and don't try to do different because I'm doing this.
Yes, we have to normalize this.
Yeah.
I love this. You can be the motto, normalizing walking out the door in a gown, please.
Yeah.
Amazing. So where can people find your boutique? If you want to give them the link of where they can purchase from you, or even reach out to you if you have social media, things like that?
I have social media on Facebook. You know, I have my business page is Sassy Boutique by MK.
Okay.
So you can find that on Facebook. I don't do much on Instagram. I'm more of a Facebook girl. So, and if you want to find me on my personal page, it's Martha Kisadha at Facebook.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you had a great experience. I know it's your first time in the studio, and that you look amazing. You did absolutely amazing, and I hope that you had a great experience here at the Social Media Shows Network. So thank you so much, everyone. Round of applause for Martha. Absolutely amazing. You did absolutely great. So thank you so much for your time and being here on the hot seat. So when we come back, we're taking a little break, but you know I'm not done talking. But everyone, please write down these links to where you can reach out to these amazing people, and I hope that you've been inspired by her journey, because she's definitely someone that you would be a great inspiration for you. So see you when you come back.
Now on digital and